it has been a busy, I don't know, pick it, 10 days, 2 weeks for Kyle Wyman as it relates to MotoAmerica. So we've got to talk to him. So please welcome in Kyle Wyman. What's up, Kyle? How are you?
I'm doing good, Greg. Thanks for talking to me today. Yeah, it's been a busy 10 days. It's really been like a busy 4 months. It's just all announced in the last 10 days, So, been working on a lot of different stuff and really excited for this year. A lot of changes, a lot of new things happening. So, it should be good.
So we've seen the announcement of the KWR Army. We've seen an announcement of a brand new sponsor for your Superbike program. And then it just broke that you're going to be racing a second series in Moto America. So why don't you explain to us what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, where do you start? So, I'm going to race the factory Harley-Davidson in the MotoAmerica King of the Baggers series. This is the first
Congratulations, by
Harley-Davidson.
the way.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
amazing.
thank you. It's the first factory effort from Harley Davidson since the VR 1000 program, the true factory effort that's done in house with all the engineers. I've tested the bike 4 days already. I've been up to Milwaukee. I've been doing all this stuff the last probably 6 to 8 weeks. So it's been going on for a while. Just news broke today, but it's kind of a dream come true for me. I don't know. It really is a dream come true. I mean, I grew up in a Harley Davidson dealership that was started in 1962 by my grandfather. My mom still owns it in New York. I mean, Harley Davidson is totally ingrained in my family. It's in my blood. So, I've dreamed about being a factory Harley Davidson rider for a very long time. For probably most of that, I thought it would be in flat track, but here we are, road racing. And Harley's kind of kicked the door down and pushed its way back into my path. It's pretty amazing to kind of see it come back around like this and be Harley's only factory rider this year in any series. And it's truly an honor.
So then I know I want to talk more about that, but let's talk about, so you still have your Superbike team, obviously, because you made a big
Yeah.
announcement as it relates to that. What's going on over there?
Yeah. So we got a new sponsor, Panera Bread, which is really exciting as a company that's outside of the industry and is interested in what we're doing. So, really cool to see. The last week or so since we announced it, I've been encouraging fans to go to Panera and tag me, and dozens dozens of meals have been eaten in the last couple weeks for people who want to support the companies that support the sport. So. I love Panera Bread, and it's really cool that we get to welcome them on as title sponsor to kind of start the year, and really excited to see what that kind of grows into. But you're going to see a Panera Bread Ducati Panigale V4R on the grid this year.
So I would imagine that you're working on or have worked on the livery. What are you doing? Are you going to, obviously the bike will probably be stickered up. Are you going to do truck and trailer and leathers and everything? Like, is this a full year deal or what is it?
Well, we're going full out. We're wrapping the trailer, leathers, bike. I mean, everything's going to be Panera Breaded out. So I've got a little mock up for the trailer real quick that's going to be wrapped next week, so everybody can
Ooh,
get a
dude, that's
little
sick. That's pretty sick.
little
Yeah.
sneak
Wait, it's going to be
preview
wrapped
of
next week? We got to go to
next
Atlanta here in a
week.
couple of weeks. Yeesh.
Yeah, yesterday I was out at the Indy Motorsports Ranch ripping the old vinyl off the trailer. So we've got another blank black canvas to start with, and throw a couple stickers on it, and it's no big deal.
Well, that's exciting. So,
Yeah.
I mean, for those people that are watching this that maybe own race teams or whatever, Kyle, why, like, I don't want to say how did you get Panera Bread, but why is Panera Bread interested in Moto America?
Well, I mean, I think it's the reach that MotoAmerica has been able to gain in the last couple seasons. Last year was a complete watershed year as far as television broadcast numbers and viewership. So I think that they're interested because they realize that there is really a captive and loyal audience at MotoAmerica. People who are fans of the riders, fans of the series, truly want to go support the brands that help support that sport. So it really comes back around, and I think with the growing numbers of viewership, not only on TV, but what we're going to see, I think this year as far as attendance numbers, the rounds that did open up last year for fans were huge attendance numbers, especially at Road America. So I think that they see the value, and I'm so excited to be put in this position to be able to execute this sponsorship because it's something I've been working toward for a very long time, and it's an opportunity that I don't take lightly.
Yeah, that's great, man. I've seen a lot of your colleagues too, and fans alike, basically saying that you're going to give them free meals. I saw Bobia even reached out from Spain. Yeah, is that's not the deal, is it? Nobody's getting free meals, are they?
No,
Or are they?
I don't think so. Let's see kind of how it goes. Let's see what happens. How we want to kind of activate this deal. But no, it's funny that Cameron he commented, turkey bacon BLTs for
Yeah,
for days. I was like,
it's
man,
pretty funny.
that's my favorite sandwich. So I guess me and Cambodia have we share our favorite meal at Panera Bread. So it's no, it's pretty awesome. We're gonna kick it off at Road Atlanta, and Atlanta area has a pretty serious amount of Panera Bread locations. So hope to see people coming by with their Panera cups after they got breakfast on the way to the track, and yeah, it should be fun.
So let's talk then about people's perception of that, right? So, all right, great, you have Panera Bread. So, what they wrote a blank check, and your program's all taken care of. So, why even continue the KWR Army? It's not really like that, though, is it?
No, it's not like that. It's a great deal to kind of get us going for the season, and it's a bit of a let's see how this works and see what comes of it. But the guys at Panera are already seeing the return just on social media and things. Um, so no, it's not quite all problems solved because we still got some work to do. But as far as me from team ownership, it's sales, it's sponsorship sales, and once you make the sale, that's not when the work is done. That's when the work begins because now you have to go make use of it and give them what they need. So that's the plan.
So, what about the Army then? How does the Army integrate with your plan this year, and what are the changes, if any, from last year's Army program?
Yeah, so the KW Army, this is the third season we're doing it. I started it when I went to the Ducati platform in 2019, and it's just a way for fans to be engaged with KWR and our team just on a more intimate level, really. There's four different levels. There's a $75 level, and all the levels get their name on the bike. So that's kind of the biggest kind of benefit of the KW Army program is I'm going to have a couple hundred names on the tail section of the Panera Bread Ducati this year. So
Good one.
yeah, so right there with that entry level deal gets that and also access to our fan zone. So we're going to have this KWR fan zone in the spectator area at every round where fans of KWR and people who are in the Army can all watch the races together and meet each other and kind of be a part of something. So that's the big thing. That's kind of the overarching benefits of like being in the fan program. And then as you go up in levels, you just get more levels of shirts, hats, hoodies, jackets. I'll do 30-minute coaching sessions with people in the premium and executive levels. If you get the premium or executive level, you also get a code for your MotoAmerica Live Plus for the year. So you can get that included. And then we've got some special pricing with Olin's if you're in the premium and executive levels as well. So we've got discounts that sponsors are going to offer to members, and it's just a way for people who want to help the team. This is a small team. Um, it's a way for people to help and be a part of it. And the last couple of years, people keep renewing because they get access to us and they get to be a part of the team truly. So every bit helps, and it's just a way for people to help.
Small team is right. So, Kyle, before we get and talk about the Harley, because I want to know, because you've said you tested it, when do you
Yeah.
ever get to ride that bicycle sitting behind you? I mean, like when are you finding time to train and to stay focused on being a racer, especially a superbike racer full time this year, and obviously baggers in three of those rounds? How do you find the time? It seems like it's all occupied with creating these programs and getting sponsors and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the training is like I am gonna head out the door on the bicycle after we're done here, but I definitely am. It's better if I schedule certain things. So like I'll schedule my yoga classes,
Mm.
and like I can't cancel them within 24 hours type of thing. So like I have to go because otherwise the phone keeps ringing. There's always another email. There's always another thing to kind of take care of. So for the training stuff, I gotta carve the time and stick to it. As far as this winter though, I mean I've been on a bike probably 2 or 3 days a week for the last 4 months. So whether it's at Indy Motorsports Ranch, teaching with Champion School, racing Daytona, testing the bagger, going to Austin this past weekend and riding at Coda for 2 days with Ducati Austin. I mean, I'm always on a bike. So I think I probably spun more laps than most people throughout the winter, and I continue to keep riding. So bike fitness is not an issue there, which is great. And fresh, my eyes are up to speed, stuff like that. So no, it's been a lot of work trying to touch all the bases. I maybe am still more of a sales and marketing guy than I am an athlete, but we're working on that.
All right, let's talk about the bagger. So you've ridden
Yeah.
it. How is it,
Yeah.
man? I mean, like full blown factory Harley Davidson bagger. Are they just starting to build a bike? Like, what's the state of the bike? All those questions. Come on, give us the
Yeah. So
information.
I went up and saw the first iteration of the bike in Milwaukee the first week of February. So this has been going on for quite some time, and I've had 4 test days on the bike since. So we did our first 2 test days in late February out at their proving grounds in outside Lake Havasu in Arizona
Hmm.
at Harley Davidson's proving grounds.
Yeah. Cool
And
track or
yeah,
I
it's
I,
cool. It's
I always want to know about a racetrack. How was it? You know?
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. It's like it's a little bit, it's less than a minute lap time. A little small course, but it has a lot of different. I mean, it's where they test all of the new product. So it
Gotcha.
has all sorts of different, fast sweeping corners, hard braking, hairpins, S sections, chicanes. Like it really gives you an idea of how a bike's actually, how it's acting under different conditions. So I was pleasantly surprised with how good it was. The thing's heavy. I mean, the minimum weight's like 635 pounds. The biggest kind of hurdles we've been working on is ergonomics, just trying to get comfortable on a bike that size. It's
Mm.
really tall. It's actually really hard for me to like get on the thing. And,
Like throw a
but
leg over.
yeah, like throw a leg over it. Like I can only touch one foot on the ground at a time.
So that's how you're
So
gonna have to start in a race, right? Just one foot
yeah,
down.
I've been losing sleep lately thinking about that because we haven't done race starts yet. So, we did 2 days up there at the proving grounds, and then we also did 2 days at Laguna Seca in March, right after Daytona. So I was
Hey,
very
wait.
happy.
I know
Yeah.
you. Do you have anything on the phone, a video or something that gives us sound or sights, or are you trying to keep it all under wraps until Atlanta?
Well, um,
You got to have
let's
something. I
see.
know you enough.
I got some stuff. Um, it might take a minute for me to dig it up,
That's all
but
right. While you're digging it up, I'm curious to
yeah.
find out, like, when you look at a bagger and you go, okay, this thing is fully equipped. How is it getting that weight slowed down? I mean, is it they're beefier forks on it with big brakes, that type of thing? They have to change the whole front end to make it more race bike style, I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, we're using, I mean, it's 100% Olin suspension on the
Hmm.
motorcycle. So we've got a Superbike fork with custom bottoms and things to fit
Hmm.
the bike. We've got Brembo brakes on it. I mean, the thing is, it truly is a Superbike. Like it's a Superbike road glide, and I can't stress that enough. I mean, I'm testing different swing arms, billet swing arms. I'm testing all these, different engine configurations, different front ends, different triple clamps. I mean, this is a full factory effort. These guys are throwing everything they got at it. So,
Yeah,
um,
but then you have to go back to the Superbike canopy where it's like you and
yeah,
Dave and a couple other people, right? Like,
yeah.
are you going to try to drag some of those guys over? You know what I mean? Just put some tape over their Harley Davidson and get them to help out with the Superbike program.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the funny thing is we're testing with Harley, and we want to change a part. So like I'm saying, yeah, if we can make the this just a little bit different, and like 20 minutes later, I got a CAD drawing from Milwaukee, and it's like it's it's a
It's
different
happening.
level. It's a different
Yeah.
level, and sometimes I'm like, hey guys, can you make me fuel fitting for my Superbike? No, no,
No.
because there's so many challenges that we have with the Superbike program, just building this thing, and um, yeah, it'd
That
be
is a little
amazing to
different. Hey,
have.
where you
Yeah,
want a part on the Harley bagger, they get it from Milwaukee. You want a part for the Ducati, you got to get onto eBay. Yeah, it's a little different. It's a little different.
yeah, go down to the machine shop down the road and pray they don't charge me 4 times what it's worth. You know,
Called Ducati Corsa. Can you find
so
a video for us? Let's
I
see.
got something. I got something from APG.
Oh boy, can't wait to see this. Oh, a little sideways, are you,
I don't
Kyle?
know if the audio came through.
It didn't come through because you have your headphones on, but that's okay. We'll wait to Road Atlanta to hear it. Hey, are you pretty excited about getting after it the first round of the season?
I am. I can't wait. You know, we're it's coming up, right? So it's crunch time. I'm putting in, last minute orders, and like it's kind of like last call this week, for things that we need to have for Road Atlanta. So that's kind of where my time is going at the moment. But then when I get a chance to kind of think and visualize and think about the weekend, we've got Superbike, we've got baggers right out of the gate for both classes to start the year. So it's going to be a busy weekend at Road Atlanta, and I can't wait to get going. We're testing next week on the bagger out at Indy and on the Superbike. So I'll have 2 days on the bagger, immediately followed by 2 days on the Superbike. So we've got plenty of riding coming up, and it'll be good maybe to try to intertwine those and go back and forth between the two bikes just so I can get a feel for that. But luckily the weekend schedule is not too bad as far as the classes. Nothing is back to back to each other, so it'll be double duty, but looking forward to it.
Well, thanks for taking the time, Kyle. Good luck at Road Atlanta, and of course, I'll see you there in a couple weeks.
All right, see ya. Thanks, Greg.